Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi guys! If you're a fan of reading like I am, and you've been looking to try out audible.com for audiobooks, we have a link for a free 30-day trial. So go ahead and check out audibletrial.com/Creative Play and Podcast Network. If that's Audible, audibletrial.com/Creative Play and Podcast Network. Thanks!
Welcome back to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. So, where we left off, our three folks, the human fighter, the dragonborn sorcerer, and the dwarf, very flirtatious monk, were at the bar.
I agree with the sister.
You're also nice and deluded.
It's like it is everyone's duty to put down the darkness.
Actually, I agree with that.
I like to drink the dark beer. That's how I put down that darkness. Otherwise, I smite it with my ladle.
And I'm
that
sure
sounds a
the
lot better than
bandits
drinking the blood.
are going to have at least a little more than just some coins.
There are many strange,
also, I'm
sinister
generally
things.
not a fan with fucking with nature. So
There are many strange, sinister things happening, and we have many to choose from. What shall we do initially?
We need to
And
spread
literally,
the light into the
just
darkness.
as the ranger says that,
Bolt of lightning.
you see a lecherous-looking Crvan Guard just come over, put his hand over, and cop a feel and say, "Hey, beautiful."
On me?
On you!
Oh, hells no!
So he cut off his arm.
So, since I'm, not going to kill him, but I'm going to beat him to a pulp because he has angered me, I am going to grab him by the arm, flip him over, and pummel him. Profusely.
Actually, first you're going to roll initiative.
I know. Oh, come on.
I like the plan.
I'm not
Well,
going
my
to roll
initiative is 16.
I'm going to lean back in my chair.
18.
I might leave you conscious.
I feel he has very full
5.
judgment, and I'm not required in this situation.
6.
Once again.
Indeed. Well, I have been drinking a fair amount of beer.
The dwarves are slow, but once they
To
get
be
going,
fair.
I don't know what we're going to I'm leaning back in my
Can I
chair.
borrow the book?
What do you need the book for?
The book for spells.
Oh.
Spellbook.
Player's guide. Okay,
Or,
Jess?
5.
5?
Which makes sense.
The Thrain curse.
Okay, so
It moved down the table.
it is the druid's turn first. What are you going to do? As you see this guy kind of cop a feel again, and he looks back at his table full of friends, and he's like,
That's what I'll
"Yeah!" He puts his thumb up and like,
Notice
"Yeah."
he didn't try with the tiefling.
A wise fellow.
He couldn't
Well-
reach over you.
That's true. I am
You're
off the
too
floor.
tall.
That and you're wearing scale armor, and she smells prettier.
I'm clean.
Player's guide.
I'm a pretty princess! Who's a bitch?
Well, if somebody isn't ready to do their turn, let's
Hold
keep
on.
moving and going.
Okay.
Hold on.
No.
Yes, hold on.
Oh, come on, let me just pummel him. He's a
Well, we'll let Kerrie go because she's responding to what happened to her.
Yes, so
So what are you going to do?
exactly what I
Just
said.
punch him.
I'm going to flip him over, and I'm going to pummel him.
Well, what is your one action going to be?
Flip.
Okay.
You're gonna flip him? You're
Flip
gonna
him.
grapple? Go ahead and roll me a grapple, which is your strength.
Natural 20! So that would be a 22.
Okay,
That's
you?
insane.
He stays
Are you-
stationary, but his arm comes
Are
off.
you going to be throwing him into a table, just flat on the floor?
Just flat on the floor so
Okay.
I can step on his throat.
Literally, describe
say
what
that?
you do. Describe what you do.
I am going to flip him over very roughly,
And
loudly,
your foot
and I'm going to slam him down and put my foot on his throat.
Okay.
All right.
Xander,
Not
it
enough
is
to
the
kill
turn-
him, just
Okay,
to-
no,
Do
no,
you
no.
have any friends?
He does have friends. Remember, he was looking back at the table
Yeah.
full of other guys.
Hold it.
Question: is this the same caravan that we came in on?
No, these are different guys.
This must be the ones that lost
So we
the
get every
animals.
turn we get a bonus action and an action.
Well, but your
You
bonus
get
action is
your
specific
standard
to what you can
action,
do.
your movement, and an extra action, an incidental, basically. And if you have any bonus actions,
That
which I
applies
don't
to
think
the
you,
situation. I didn't know there were other guys there, so.
So could I?
Yeah, how many other guys
if
are
a
there?
spell's-
there's 5 others.
So if a spell's
One
cast
for
time,
each.
if a spell's cast time is bonus action, I could do that and then attack.
Well, it depends on what the spell is. What's it say?
It's one cast time is one bonus action.
Okay, so what is the spell?
Shillelagh, you cast it and then.
Okay, yeah, basically it's 8. You cast it on the shillelagh.
14.
Okay.
14.
So.
Okay, so you're casting the spell. What does it do?
Well, I have to. Yeah, cast. Okay. So now I can use my spell or my yeah. So spellcasting ability instead of strength, use attacks, and I do a D8 damage instead of D6 for clubs or staves.
To who?
So, no,
So
he's
for a minute.
magicking his weapon. Is what he's doing.
Oh, it's a magic shillelagh.
Okay.
Okay, well then if
Well,
you're
So you're doing it to your staff?
Yeah, staff.
Okay.
Then you're going to
And
roll to
I'm
hit somebody.
going to roll to hit someone.
Are you going to hit the guy that's on the ground, or the guys that are sitting at the table that are immediately standing up when she
Guys that
flipped
are
him?
sitting there too.
Okay, they're standing up now.
Mhm.
Okay.
So does a natural 20 hit?
You're gonna have to borrow from one of those two.
I need. A
What did you
place
roll?
A natural 20?
A natural 20 will hit.
Yeah. 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. You shillelagh him.
And that's
actually 4 points of damage. I just know.
Actually, I had my spellcasting.
Yeah, no, that was to attack. That was the
But you
attack
still
roll.
get your damage.
And damage rolls.
Okay.
So yeah, so actually for 5.
5 points? Okay, you hit him pretty good with it. You crack him with your staff. Okay, so next is going to be the ranger's turn.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Can I speak?
Sure.
Mildly?
Well, that was the surprise round. Basically, the two of them
Yeah, 'cause he
acted,
surprised me.
and
Okay.
Can I speak mildly out of turn?
Yes.
sure.
I'm gonna look over at the table at the guy standing up and go unwise.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna just.
Well, no,
do a
I think they
speak.
were standing up when we came. They just came in.
No,
right?
they stood up when you flipped him over onto the
Oh.
ground. Basically, one of their bros just, was being gropey on this pretty smelling girl, and she flipped him and slammed him to the ground.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Okay, roll for strike.
Is that with my strength?
Strength, yeah.
Damn, 5.
5. You punch and you just miss because he's.
Well, he was on the ground. It's
Yeah.
kinda,
And I had to remove my foot from his throat to do it. So, or
No,
no,
you did.
I did.
That's why.
That's why I didn't remove my foot. So that's why it was
Yeah, off balance.
Okay,
exactly.
so-
Thank you.
I want to use my move and make an athletics check because I'm really good at this to turn my just continue falling back in the chair and turn it into a roll. Come up.
That's beautiful. He really is an entertainer.
Oh,
I'll
number
give you
one.
advantage on that, by the way, because it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get the better.
You'll get one.
There we
No,
go.
you only get.
18, 19, 20, 22, 24.
Okay, so you flip out of the chair, you roll
Okay.
up, and you are at the ready.
Okay, so I'm just going to hold my action until one of them draws.
Okay, well, the athletics would be your action.
Okay,
Okay.
then I'm ready to go.
So you basically do the en garde, and you are pointing your sword at them like, don't do
I haven't
this.
pulled it out yet.
Oh, okay.
See, I considered
My
pulling
hand's
my
just on
swords
my
out,
sword.
but I didn't.
Okay. So it is next going to be. That's not good. It's their turn.
Damn it.
Well,
All right.
the guy on the ground is going to pull his dagger out and stab at
Okay,
thee.
now it's in knife fight. Good choice.
You're not. You can't see him. You're looking
don't
at the other
care.
guys.
It
I was
doesn't
going to
matter.
pretend there
that
was a
means
knife
I
fight
can pull
anyway.
out my blades too.
Will a 13 hit you?
Apparently, we're sheriffs anyway. or
No,
something,
it
so-
won't.
Okay, he swings the dagger and misses. And meanwhile, at the table, pretty much all of them pull out their scimitars in unison.
There we go. Yes. That is
Okay.
an excellent
Except for
choice,
the
my
one
friend.
who's rubbing his head and pulling out his scimitar.
Well, the one that's on the floor. He.
No, the one I hit.
Oh, the one you whacked,
I
yeah.
joked 'cause-
Yeah. So, 2 of them are going to go after you. Since you shillelagh'd their buddy.
I should have laid.
Is it a largest table they're at?
It's one of the larger tables. Will a 8 hit you?
8 will not.
First one swings and misses by a
I'm not
mile.
playing a mage this time.
Will a 15 hit you?
15 will hit me.
Okay, so he hits you for 4 points with his scimitar. They draw blood.
I'm
And
very hurt.
you are very hurt. Okay, and the next two are basically pulling their swords out at you.
Okay.
And they're holding action, because you look like you're a serious piece of work there.
That's good.
And they're just like, got their swords kind of almost crossed and like, don't get involved. Don't get involved.
Oh, yes.
And they're going to hold their action to see if you pull your sword and get into it. Okay. And the next one...
So we're basically just keeping them out of the combat, right? I'm keeping these two guys out of the combat.
Yeah.
For the moment.
Okay.
And the next one is going to reach over there.
I'll do the same thing. I'll wait for... We're basically the Russian standoff with the
Yeah.
guns. So
And the last one is going to go up to the one you knocked down, and he's going to pick up his buddy.
Just pick him up?
Well, he's going to pick him up and try to pull him back to the group, as
Okay.
opposed to the idiots over there being
Oh,
stupid.
and he's gonna do it.
And he pretty much goes up, grabs him by the scuff of the neck, and lifts him to his feet, and he's pulling him back defensively. Like, you stupid asshole, what did you start here?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
'Cause he just made pummeling
It
into a knife
is
fight.
the monk's turn.
Oh, well, he grabbed my friend, didn't he?
He
and
did.
not
In
even
a most
asking.
rude fashion.
Oh, indeed. No finesse at all. I grab my beer in one hand. I take a good swig of it. And I grab my ladle in the other hand. And I jump on the table.
We're a very strange group of people. I don't deny that.
And is that my movement then, jumping on
Give
the
me
table?
in athletics for jumping up on the table.
You have had a lot of drink.
Don't fall. Don't fall.
It's one of my better skills. Acrobatics, actually, not
She's a monk.
athletics. Is it acrobatics or athletics I'm rolling?
Athletics to jump? I can give you an acrobatics if you want to do it acrobatically.
I am doing it acrobatically.
Okay. What did you-
With flair.
with flair. Okay, with flair I'll give you advantage. How about that?
Oh, advantage. Good. Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, that's much better. A 16.
16, you deftly dive on the table. A few drinks spill on the table, but you are on the table brandishing your weapons of brew.
Weapons of brew.
Indeed. All right. And then, is anyone within range of my ladle?
Oh, there's no one.
Unfortunately, the one guy just pulled the guy that was out of the way.
I think they're just fools. They don't need to. They don't need to die.
Well, hopefully.
Well,
I look
hopefully
fearsome
we'll
on the
stop
table.
them.
One of them
You do
stabbed
look
me.
awful fearsome.
I'll take another move then
One of them
to
did stab
go
me.
running
One of
off
them
the
did stab
table
me.
and
That's
jump
true.
again,
Okay.
leaping
After all,
fiercely
violence is usually my
with
answer.
a yell, a dwarfen yell.
Wait. Can we arrest people now? I think I volunteered for arresting people.
Which one of you two has a better dex?
0.
Dex?
No, Kelly.
Oh, just say, I'm about
Me?
You.
Yes,
Why would I
you.
have-
Because you guys are
tied.
tied for 5.
I have no bonus to it.
Okay, which one of you would like to go
Roll up.
first?
I would like to go first.
Go for it.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to use my thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to make my I'm yelling at the top of my lungs, but my thaumaturgy allows me to have my voice boom up to 3 times as loud as normal.
Ow.
Okay,
Okay.
and basically I'm going to yell out, "Everybody stop!"
And
As everybody in the gaming store
This-
goes, what?
voice just vibrates the walls. Drinks have little waves.
And this lasts for a minute. It's like, put your weapons down.
You went Scottish there.
I know, I'm sorry. This is
I'm
rubbing
the
off on
Irish
me.
girl.
I'm channeling Absinthe Mulligan again.
Okay.
Considering that Thunder Wave is one of my spells, I'm not phased by the loudness. I'm just a bit surprised that it came from the tiefling.
Yeah.
But my action is going to be nothing more than releasing my hands, but at the same time I'm casting Shocking Grasp and going, you might want to listen to the lady.
Okay.
Basically, you're holding
With
action.
shocking grass, you have to use it at the same time, though, don't you? I don't think it's a spell that can be held.
That-
Or unless
He's
you want
just
to
doing-
hold your
he's
action.
just doing it
I'm
for
just having
effect.
it arc.
Oh, okay.
For
So
effect.
crackle, crackle, crackle,
Yes.
crackle, crackle. After all, it is a cantrip. Might as well play with
Yes.
it. Okay, all of a sudden you notice these guys realize, okay, what the fuck did we jump into here? We need to fix this situation. Especially the guy who's
Yeah.
dragging
Oh,
his
I
idiot
think-
And
friend.
at the
you-
same
I think-
time, I did pull my mace.
Okay.
I think
As
our
my
friend here is going
movement.
to need to see an apothecary, and that costs coin. Why don't you cough that up and then leave?
That's a good idea.
Okay, so we're back to the top of the
Well,
order.
I get inspiration for that anyway.
No,
Nobody
you already
stays
have
mad at me for
inspiration,
long.
don't you?
Oh.
Oh.
No,
No,
that's
that's where the thing was.
Then you have inspiration now. Okay, so it is the druid's turn. What shall the druid do?
I'm going to. Well, you did wound me, and I think you know one of the best painkillers is your beverage. And I'm going to start taking their drinks.
You do that, and these two guys that were squared off with you are kind of like, what the hell's going on here?
I'm 6'2", by the way.
Could you look at him, by the way? He seems to be bleeding.
Yes.
And it is our ranger friend's turn.
I want to punch him again.
What are you going to do?
like
He's being
telling
dragged
me
away
he's
from
not
you.
It's like I'm going to punch him and tell him he owes me an apology.
Give me a roll to strike.
That is strength.
Yep.
14.
Okay, you come following and you just drop one across his chin.
I guess we're not done.
That's
I
it,
did
that's it.
tell you to stop, by the way.
If I already didn't have advantage, I'd get advantage for that because violence is my answer.
That's how they play.
Remember our Sith game when some guy
Well, I was
shouted to
expecting you to
stop?
freak out for the bar fight here. That's your thing.
Oh, no, I knew she was going to cause this. I just wanted the tricks.
Okay. So, Gary, it is your turn.
And
You don't
besides,
see,
I
does her punching him seem to spark anything? Or
Her
they're just
punching
letting
them does not seem to instigate this further. It seems to be at a status quo of heightened tension at the
No,
moment.
I'll
which
just
is
wait
why
until
I
this is
asked
over.
for the apology. Because that would imply it will be over should he do it. And I still get to be violent. Just saying.
Justifying the violence.
So holding action.
Yeah.
Because they're just cross swords. They're just like, don't do it.
No, don't
Don't
yeah.
do it. And you see them starting to shake. Their blades are shaking in their hands.
I'm
He's
eyeing
like-
these two, by the way, that are facing him down.
This guy's playing it too cool after he just did that awesome backflippy out of the chair.
It's almost like I put all my points into one thing. But I'm very good at this one thing.
He's like Johnny
Okay.
Ringo. From
So are you holding
Silvio.
action?
I even got a feat at first level instead of extra points. So
Uh-oh.
maybe so steady.
So are you holding
I'm just
action?
waiting. I'm just waiting.
Okay. All right, so it is their turn. The guy that's dragging the folks, the gentleman you keep
apologies.
pummeling,
You better
is shaking him while continuing to drag him to the door.
apologize. Damn it.
Never apologize.
The guy who's being dragged basically looks at you and says, I won't apologize for some trussed up tart not being offended by me groping her goods that she's selling at market.
Oh, no, he didn't.
And you see he's being shaken
sorry.
for saying this.
Gonna die.
The two guys facing off on you are
Going to
holding
die.
action still, and their swords are just shaking as they're kind of glancing towards the doorway of like, okay, are they out the door yet? And the folks that you just stole their drinks basically look at each other like, you ready? You ready? And basically they're going to step to flank you and then swing on,
Okay, there
on
we go.
this guy.
I was holding. So.
Well, you were holding for the two crossing
Okay,
swords
right.
with you.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one's going to attack the druid.
Miss.
Well, a
misses.
7 hits you.
Miss.
They're intimidated by
Miss,
you drinking
miss,
their drink.
Miss. Yes.
And will a 9 hit
Start
you?
dodging.
No.
You get all matrixy on
So
it.
you are bobbing and weaving while drinking their drink.
That is so
I'm
awesome.
going to throw their own drink in their face.
Ooh.
Okay.
So just
Gracious.
Okay. So, but actually, it is now Jocelyn's turn.
Okay.
So
leave that off the table and claw one of them.
I'm sorry. I don't think I heard you clearly. Did you just offer more insult to my friend? Garland, love, did you hear these? Well, I don't think I could call them gentlemen. Did you hear what these customers had the gumption to say? I hope you don't mind. I may have to take out the trash.
and when you say that, you just see the constable sitting at the bar. The bartender's there. He reaches under and pulls this big cudgel, puts it on the bar, and basically he looks at the gentlemen that are dragging towards the door and says, I think you need to leave enough coin to cover your tab. And he just looks at you and says, make sure they get dragged outside.
And for penny.
And the constable just grabs his drink,
No, he's not doing
and
anything.
drinks some more.
Focus more on the insult and not at the stabbing me.
All right.
Okay.
Who do I have range on? Anyone?
You can jump down and club the same one that your friend is going after that's throwing out the insults.
How about the ones that are attacking the poor druid? Is already
There is the pair that you can go after that are
Help him.
attacking the druid.
Because he's in
Help
need of
him.
help.
I'll help the
I can
druid.
kill
Or
that
there's
guy
the
over
two
here.
guys that are almost peeing themselves,
I
standing
have
off.
three
against
health.
He's
her.
been hurt. Help him. Help
I'm
him.
going to help the druids
Good,
because
No, go ahead.
two
Let's keep
against
focusing on
one
the insults.
is
Okay.
certainly not
If
fair
you want,
odds.
you can flank either one of them because they are flanking the druid.
Oh, all right.
So you would have advantage.
I'll flank
Okay.
with my ladle of doom.
Good.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll.
This is my jumping roll.
This is the person
Okay.
I've already damaged her.
Well, I'll give you the jumping as a
All
freebie.
right.
You just
Oh.
jumped on.
So this is
I can say you can just jump.
So it's an attack, and you have
How
combat
much damage
advantage. So
did I
you
cause
get
that
2
guy?
dice, get the better of the 2 roll. She squeaked.
A 20 hits.
A 20 will hit with your ladle of doom.
Is this the one I've already damaged? No.
7
Is it the one
points of damage. The one that I can flank. If that's the damaged
Both of
one,
them.
grand.
Yes, okay, so
Then
7
yes.
points on the one he already elkabonged.
Yeah, right. Good ladle to the head. And then I'll take a drink of my stout.
Okay, basically, same
goes
one that you
down.
clutched with early, she comes up and she just cracks the back of his head. Now, are you aiming to kill or just to knock out?
Oh, I don't need to kill him.
It's a friendly fight.
It
No one's
was-
aiming to kill, by the way.
It's
Just making
They
sure.
stabbed me. I'm not
They-
killing them.
Okay.
I'm just going to.
But you're all going for non-lethal.
Yes.
Okay, so
But I
that
don't
means
think you could describe the fight as friendly.
yeah, but it's non-lethal. Okay, so basically she goes
Damn it.
crack and he just falls to the ground unconscious. Okay, so our
Okay.
dear cleric, it is your turn.
This is my spell modifier.
That's your spell modifier
Okay.
for rolling attacks with spells.
All right, then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the druid, which is equal to the number 1d plus my spellcasting modifier. So it's a 1d8 plus
Your wisdom. So in that regard, when it
well,
says
see, that's what I asked you.
no,
What
this
am
is
I-
your attack one.
Yeah, there's a difference
So-
between attack.
What's your wisdom?
Probably pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
1d8 plus like.
plus 2.
Plus
So
2.
1d8 plus 2.
So it's 1d8 plus
Okay.
2. So you're healing the druid.
It's like blessings of Pellar upon you.
As she shoots a healing spell across the room, this warm, embracing light hits you and revitalizes you. Roll a 1d8.
No, she rolls it.
Yeah, no, she.
Actually, it's a touch, so I go up to him.
Okay, she goes up and she taps you on the back, stepping over the unconscious guy.
So
Yeah.
hey, plus 2,
You're
10.
totally healed.
Blessings of whoever just healed me.
So all of a sudden, the cut just instantly knits shut on you. Though it does have
And
a
it's
little
like light knitting it because it's the light of Pellar.
It could be a gerbil. I just care that they're healing me.
said like a true druid. And what shall the dragonborn sorcerer do?
Are the two that are is
They
the
gotta
one that's
draw
being
this
dragged
way.
away? Are they close enough to the door to be almost
On their
exiting?
next turn, they'll be exiting. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go right up next to the one that's being dragged in front
Okay.
of him,
Or
and
she's there too. So she's basically following, punching the guy as he's being dragged out.
pardon me a second. Boom. I believe she said an apology, and I'll turn my back. I'll put my arms around her because I don't want it to affect her, and I'll thunder wave them out the door.
And your arms are long enough.
Give me an attack roll.
Thunderwave
They
is
make a
pretty
fortitude
great.
save.
Oh,
Yeah,
and what's
there's no
the
attack
save
Or,
number?
That's not a fortitude save. Give me just a second
It's basically 8.
here. Proficiency. It's gonna be my
8 plus whatever your power stat is plus your proficiency.
Right.
Yeah.
So 13.
Yeah, most of you guys should be like 12 and 13 right
Mine's
now.
12.
Ooh.
Whoa!
He just did a critical failure.
He just rolled a 1.
Yeah, they got blown out.
Basically, the first guy tries to make his fortitude save, fails so badly, he's throwing the other guy, doesn't even get a save out there, as they go flying out into the street, skittering. And what does the full effect of your spell do?
2d8 thunder damage.
No, sir.
6, 8, and they are thrown 10 feet out the door.
Basic,
And everybody within 300 feet hears the thunder go off.
You hear this crack of thunder, and you just see two people passed out. Looks like they were just thrown brutally out the door of the tap house. And they're just out cold in the middle of the street. The one gentleman who made the original insult that started this all landed face first into an road apple.
That's beautiful. Does he have any teeth left?
Well, yes, he does.
I might have to fix that.
Okay.
But it
So,
would not be proper.
top of the order.
to kill me.
So I'm
I mean,
going
punch
to
him with-
spin from turning my back to drink their drink and use the momentum to whack the other one upside the head.
With the mug? Or
Or
your
no, with my staff.
Okay.
Spend inspiration.
Oh, so you have advantage doing it.
Oh yeah, you have.
So 16 plus
That will hit.
4. So unnatural 20 again.
Okay, roll for damage. And this is the one that you haven't hurt yet.
10 damage.
You crack him with your staff, and you just see teeth go flying. I mean, he's doing that whole boxer wobble where you can tell his shoulders and hips are not attached because they're wobbling completely separately from each other.
It's about to collapse.
And it's not looking good for him. So, it is now your turn.
That's gotta hurt.
All right, since
What is
my
our ranger going to do since the Dragonborn just came up
Kim
over
knocked
her
him out.
and went...
Go get
Is
him.
there anyone else that's a
There's
danger
two guys.
There's
threat?
the two guys facing off against the fighter that are still just holding their action,
There's
praying
the
he
smart
doesn't
ones.
start something. There's the gentleman that was just cracked with the cudgel.
A staff.
Because
the
my
staff.
prey is now unconscious.
And your friend out there in the street.
Well, there's one still on him, right? Or you took him
There's
out?
one still on...
Take that one down.
Yeah,
He just took 10 damage, so.
He's still up though.
he's
He's either gonna
barely
be
on his feet.
retreating-
I will
Or
take the
you can
ones,
take him
well,
out.
and also because they were going to Nightfield.
Yeah.
This one
Yeah.
was going to
He
Nightfield.
already knifed me.
I will pummel him as well.
To be
Okay.
honest, you just have
Actually,
to
I
breathe
can
on.
use. I have a staff too. I could
Just
whip
smack
out my
him.
staff.
Do something.
To be
Okay.
honest, you
Whip
just
out
have
your
Try
to.
staff.
something new.
Okay.
You just have to breathe on him, and he's going down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What'd you get?
I've got 18. Is it strength? That's
No,
my
staff
bonus?
is D6.
But
No,
he
to
should
hit.
her
No,
bonus to
to
hit.
hit.
It's
Oh.
your strength.
Strength.
Yes.
Okay, so 20, a natural 20.
You swing your staff, and he just spins to the ground
no,
with a
no.
couple more teeth falling out.
I'm okay with that.
No, we're not violent at all.
I should hunt
As
with you more often.
Literally,
I agree, sir.
Perhaps in other bars.
it is your turn.
They're still not doing it. Is that
You can
just
tell
not-
they're ready to run. They're realizing...
Perhaps you should find another establishment.
And literally at that point, since they are next, you see them both literally grab their swords in a non-threatening manner, and they're running out the side door.
Oh,
they
I
pick
wave
up
at
their
them
friends?
as they leave.
Do they pick up their friend?
No!
Huh?
No!
How churlish.
Being a constable
They're
is less work
comatose
than I
friends can
thought.
pay the
I'm gonna go back and
Those who
sit
are
down.
left can pay the bill.
Push my chair up. You're okay. You look wounded. No, that
He's
looks.
fine.
Lights or whatever healed me. Don't know who it was, but it was very useful.
They
It
knifed
was
Well, she laid her
before.
hand on you, so you know she
There's
touched you.
still a hole in your shirt, right? They knifed you.
Ah.
Unfortunately, your shirt now has a
I'm
little
going
blood stain where
to
it's perfectly
start
clean.
taking stuff from the person without the teeth.
The person without the teeth, he's got basically a purse with 20 silver pieces.
Split that up.
You gonna share that?
Yeah, I'm a nice dude.
You're a nice dude with your bag of 48 gold pieces. I'll share some silver with you
How much
guys.
silver?
I need only enough.
I'll take it.
Okay, so 20 divided by 6.
We each get 4.
I'm not doing the math.
You're the one that needs to practice.
I searched for it. You guys can do
So that's
science.
3, and somebody gets 2 more.
Or what? I thought
And
it was 27. Was it 20?
It was 20.
20.
Well, how about this? You each take 3 and you give the leftovers to the bar.
Sounds good.
That's
Yeah.
a good plan.
He's the one that has to mop up that blood on the floor.
Where's your eraser?
And teeth.
And
And
teeth.
many, many teeth.
Oh, he'll probably sell those.
Yeah,
Genuine saint teeth.
As you do.
And that's a good place to wrap it up there. But before we do, what is your guys' plan when you get back to your table after you've got people knocked out and you're sitting back at the table having your shawarma moment?
So I think our plan is to go check out the. Did we want to check out the weird?
Let's go
people?
check
Did you
out the
tell
weather.
about the tunnels?
The weather place.
The tunnels. We talked about the tunnels. Yes.
Well, the tunnels, maybe
Yeah,
if there are masked people with
So
the
those,
tunnels
it's funny you
and
say
they're close
masked people,
by.
because I know there's a fellow here who makes a tunnel where those people hang out.
Because that seems awfully
I mean,
suspicious.
I'm not sure that they're the same masked people in masks and cloaks, but it seems like they probably are.
Perhaps we should begin our cleansing in town.
Or maybe everybody in this town wears masks and cloaks. I don't know.
It could be.
Let's bring our light
They're a
into
very
the
weird
tunnels.
place.
So, are you guys going to go to
Check out the tunnels.
the Lance Rock or the tunnels?
You
I
wanna
think
see the
we're.
rocks
I think
first.
the tunnels are going to lead us to one of these destinations anyway.
Yeah.
Might lead us
So
to
we-
the quarry where the other masked people are.
Perhaps, but I am very interested in this weather phenomenon. If at the very least we can tone down some of the warm weather around here, that might be a good boon for the people.
Yes, the
Agreed.
light of color should not be used to harm the earth, but only to help it.
Well, I'm all for cleaning things up. I'm not fond of all of this evil shenanigans around town. So I'll go where my friends go.
Except tonight.
Well, tonight I'm going where our new friend goes.
I don't really care about the weather here because this place is horrible, but I'll go along. Have nothing
Okay.
to do.
So what is the definitive plan to
We're
head?
going to the weather place.
So
Okay.
basically, you're heading
So
up
we-
to
to
Lance
Lance
Rock.
Rock?
Lance,
Where it's
If we're
good.
going to Lance Rock, we could also hit the
And?
what's the place? No, not the quarry that was near it.
The quarry on
Oh,
the
the
way.
quarry's in
Towards
the
the other-
opposite direction.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said it
But
was across.
oddly
No,
enough,
but
when they
south
mention
is
Lance
the-
Rock to you guys, the map that you were the rough sketch
Yes.
map you were provided, you kind of get the idea that that you're going to be heading southwest of Red Larch for that. The bandit places were to the east. So just to
Which
give-
way was the quarry? North?
The quarry is just west of town.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately.
So okay.
So there's this quarry, which is the current active quarry right here in town.
Which is the one with the
That's the
stone
one
faces.
with the stone faces. And then there's also this abandoned quarry that basically was played out. Which is used sometimes when they have large caravans come through, sometimes the caravans will set up in the quarry. Just so they have a
Because of
place
the
outside
space.
town and it's, fairly safe. So that's the plan, is you guys are gonna go to Lance Rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently so.
Is there anything special you guys are wanting to buy, purchase, pick up in town? You can buy basic sundries and things.
Like I said, I don't buy things.
I would like to buy a healer's kit. How much is that?
A healer's kit? It is.
We'll buy some
Like buy
extra
some-
rations for the road.
That was a big yawn from someone.
That sounds like Gary.
Healer's kit is 5 gold.
How much for 3 extra days of rations?
3 extra days of ration.
did we start out with any gold before?
Yeah.
It
did we?
depends
10
how
gold.
much, because you have to buy equipment and then how much is left over.
Unless you do the kits. The kits is a better way to do it because usually you're a monk.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm a monk.
the druid
and
started with a kit and then I bought a staff.
All I bought was the explorer's pack, and I don't know if I bought my soup ladle. And
You have the brewers and the cooks stuff.
No, you
the
carved
alchemist
that
stuff,
out of-
yeah, but that all came like.
We'll claim that
automatically.
as your
Yeah.
monk weapon
Yeah.
because
Let's say-
monks get to basically pick a weapon.
All right.
that
Yeah.
your school covers. So if you go with the monk, when you make a monk,
You found this gnarled piece of wood that was pretty straight, except for it had this bulbous end on the end. And then what you did was you used, you hollowed out one.
basically
part of it to
when
make
you
it,
start
that's
with a
you on
monk,
the table.
you pick
It's also
between
very aerodynamic.
you
I
pick
was
with
starting
pick
to-
between a short sword or simple weapon, which is your spoon, a dungeoneer's pack or an explorer's pack, 10 darts,
I have the 10 darts.
and apparently no money.
No money!
Monks,
Monks
don't
are
need money.
poor.
You just
Monks
made
are
3 cents.
poor.
You have money now?
I have 3 silver, but you know
No, I
what?
thought it was 3 gold.
No, 3
Three
silver.
silver.
Kerrie, the only gold went to the druid, and he's hiding that from you.
I
Unless
I'm
you
hiding
spend
it from me
I'm
because
gonna
I
spend
know
it for the
about it.
group.
For the group. Okay, so you guys are preparing to head out to Lance Rock, and let me
Blaming the druid on anything.
rations or 5 silver pieces for 1 day.
Well, I can hunt around food.
Blaming the pirate
My
just because he's a
survival is-
pirate.
Blaming the
Pretty good.
pirate, huh?
Yeah, that's how we
Fine, too,
roll.
actually.
I'll be right back.
Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.
So
Which is, Gino?
Could you hand me that dice?
Stereotyping.
So that's very fun. Good job. Good job. I like your character. I liked our teamwork of both not being social.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
I'm hungry. What do you got?
Hope I made a more interesting druid.
Pirate Druid's
Good
very
job,
interesting.
everybody.
Yeah, because usually they're like, you gotta make a hermit, and like I'm like, that's not interesting. Make him a pirate.
Pirate Druid.
Pirate Druid. This comes from the young man who would be a hut.
This is a very, very interested, diverse group.
Isn't it though? I'm loving the characters.
Oh, this is mine. I almost forgot about that.
You're still recording.
Yes, I know. I'm baller like that.
Her speeches were fantastic. And
Well, see, that's the beauty of why it's a podcast. Hopefully you'll be able to listen to it again.
I don't think the microphone was pointed towards her.
Yeah, but her voice usually picks up pretty well. I had to throw a bar fight in there because there's not enough action happening.
I know.
I'm like, okay, screw this. Someone starts a fight. Let's grope the chick who will not put up with being groped at all. Because unfortunately, the monk might get groped and she might like it. She'll be like, you know,
It was breast biscuits.
you buy me another drink and I'll let you grope the other one.
Buy me another drink and I'll give you a tip on the technique. Because you're doing it all wrong.
They're not twisting the nipple enough.
I wasn't sure the Irish was going to come out, so I'm delighted.
Yes.
Cooperating.
It's infectious.
That's true. Is this somebody's,
That is mine.
Yes.
Cinco.
You are welcome.
Oh, and Cinco.
You are welcome. Thank Jazz. He's the one who made the magic happen, because I was like, oh, I can't figure out how to get